Hi there, this is John Heaver, and I'm here today to talk to you about a song from one of my favorite musical acts, Simon and Garfunkel. Paul Simon is famous for writing lyrics in his music which tell a story of actual happenings from his life, and the song America is certainly no exception to this artistic direction. My goal today is to take a look at the storytelling lyrics of this song and to make connections between these lyrics and the musical aspects which Paul Simon chose to employ to help tell his story of looking for his perfect American dream. So in 1964, Simon moved to England, where the folk music scene was really taking off, as Simon and Garfunkel's style mostly falls in line with the folk genre in many ways. While in England, Simon fell in love with a girl named Kathy Chitty. If you are a fan of Paul Simon, you will have heard him make reference to Kathy in several of his songs, one of which is titled Kathy's Song. When Simon met Kathy, she was working for a railroad where she sold tickets. Simon's producer called him back to the US to finish work on Simon and Garfunkel's upcoming studio album at the time, which was titled Wednesday Morning, 3 a.m. Simon did not want to leave Kathy behind, so he brought her back to the US with him, and they traveled around the country while they were here. This song suggests that they traveled on buses, and the lyrics make reference to the Greyhound Bus Company. During the time in which they were visiting the country, Greyhound had a special deal for visitors from England, in which they could travel anywhere they wanted for 99 days for only $1 each day. At this rate, and with Simon's income, it is very believable that Simon and Kathy traveled everywhere from Saginaw to Pittsburgh and even the New Jersey Turnpike, as the song suggests. One account I read suggests that Simon and Kathy got separated when Simon went to Saginaw to handle some business, and he spent 4 days hitchhiking from Saginaw, Michigan to Pittsburgh to reunite with Kathy, and there is a lyric directly in the song about it, taking him 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw to Pittsburgh. And at this point, I'm going to leave a link here in the video to a full performance of the song. So if you have not heard this song before, or if it's been a while, I encourage you to click on the link, go listen to the song, and then come back and we'll continue with the video. All in all, the lyrics of this song tell a story of two lovers carelessly traveling to look for America, and America is believed to be two things. One is a physical America, and one is the American dream. Suburban houses, big backyards with white picket fences, and sitting on the porch with your beautiful wife while the kids play in the yard. The lyrics of this song don't say much about the scenery, but rather focus on their simple time together, being content with just spending time with each other. The song is in a 6/8 time, triple meter feel, and employs a major tonality, which helps the song to have an overall positive, happy feeling. The song starts with two voices in harmony, singing a riff that comes back continually throughout the song. The guitar then begins to strum in a moderately fast, energetic style that continues throughout the song and provides the song with forward motion. This driving motion might be reminiscent of the driving of the bus, with the bus moving forward on the road through America as they experience the country and their own company. There is minimal percussion for much of the song, and there is not much more than a simple beat during the verses and various soft cymbal hits and scrapes during the interludes. There is occasionally a pipe organ effect which doubles the guitar at times and also plays some counter melodic lines within the key signature. And at this point, I'll leave another link that goes back to the same performance of this song, but starting right when that pipe organ comes in for the first time. So you can see what I'm going to reference here in just a minute. The first instance of this organ comes during the part of the story where Simon is reunited with Kathy in Pittsburgh, and perhaps this use of pipe organ points to their love and search for their America, where perhaps they are married and living happily ever after. Between what sounds like verses, there are interludes which seem to take a step back. During one moment in particular, when the lyrics talk about them laughing on the bus and joking about a businessman being a spy, the driving guitar gets quiet and the rhythm in the drums gets soft and just mainly hits and brushes scrapes on cymbals. During this, a soprano saxophone plays in the background, what seems to be improvisation. This could be a hint to a part of the country they were in when this part of the story happened. Perhaps they were around a part of the country where late night jazz music was prominent, or perhaps the bus was playing some jazz saxophone music, and this is part of his recollection of this particular memory. Now, when I referred to the parts of the song which seem to be verses, this is in reference to the form of the song. By this, I mean to say there is no real form in this song. The lyrics do not rhyme and are not strophic. Rather, this song is presented in a simple prose retelling of memories. So the verses seem to follow the same melodic contour, but the rhythms are largely not the same. The only exception to this is in the instances of the chorus, in which the lyrics say, "I've gone to look for America," or "I'll come to look for America." As a songwriter, I come away from this with the main takeaway that music does not have to fit within a prescribed formula. Melodic contour can be applied to prose text to musically tell a story or a desired message without employing a strophic model or a rhyming scheme to hit, which can often be difficult and can force change in what we want our words to really be. Also, the musical uses of pipe organ and saxophone are just a couple of examples of how little things can be added musically to help listeners visualize a feeling or an experience portrayed in the text. Also, the meter and the driving, moving rhythms of the rhythm instruments, in this case, guitar and drums, is one example of how meter and rhythm, along with tonality, can help to set a sense of feeling which is meant to be felt. The lyrics of the music together help to bring to life the recalling of happy memories, memories of two lovers carelessly spending time with each other away from the real world. So I hope this has been helpful to you as a songwriter and has perhaps given you not only some ideas of tricks to use in your own writing to portray your music, but also perhaps has shown you some possible flexibility in making the music be complementary to your message or your story. I don't know of any artists who do this better than Simon and Garfunkel, but perhaps you can be the next breakthrough in this folk storytelling genre of itself.